What's up, y'all? Flip here, EUC Chronicles, back with another goodie. How's everybody doing? All right, let's cut right into it. I'm not even gonna hold y'all up. You see what's going on. I am on my brand new Propel Endeavor S that I got for $150. Straight like that. Now, this whole situation was just nuts. So let me back y'all up a little bit, especially for the people who've never seen my channel before. What's up? I'm Flip. I've been riding electric unicycles for about 6 years now, as well as e-motos. And that has been my thing. My channel basically showcases electric unicycles, but now we are moving on up to the east side. You heard? So about a week and a half ago, I went to Black Cobra's Real Life Rally up in Southwick, Massachusetts. And while I was there, I was noticing the one wheel guys, and the one wheel guys was, having a blast on the one wheels. And it finally hit me. I was like, damn, I have all these electric unicycles and whatnot, but I do not have something that's small, compact, and just something that I can just grab and go and take out for a nice leisure ride. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at these one wheels, and it finally, I get it, because I really wasn't into the one wheels. You know what I'm saying? But being an electric unicycle rider, the unicycle, in my opinion, is superior to a one wheel. But I understand why people have them and why they're fun to use, So the bug kind of hit me. So I went back home, got on the internet, hopped on my AI assistant, and I was like, yo, compile me a list of the best electric e-boards that's out there from the range of $800 to like $1,300. And bam, it hit me with a list. I went from that list. I started doing some research, checking them out on YouTube and Google and whatnot. And the one that kept coming back was the Propel brand. Something about the skateboards, out of all the skateboards I looked at, and I looked at a lot of them, it was like 15 on that list, but the Propel brand just struck me. So I was like, I think that's it. Now it was between two. It was between the Propel, and I forgot the name of the other one, but I will put it up on the screen so you guys can see. The reason why I was looking at that board, because the deck flexed. So it had some sort of cushion to it. I think that was the board I came across first before I saw the Propel, and I saw that they have suspension on them. So coming from an EUC, which already has suspension, I was just like, this is a perfect deal. So the price was great too. $999, $1,000 to get you into the fun. You know what I'm saying? So I was saying to myself, this is my first e-skate, so let me go and see if I can probably cop one used. You know what I'm saying? So I went to Facebook, I joined a few e-skate groups, as well as looked on the Facebook basic marketplace. But as I'm scrolling through, maybe 15, 16 posts, I come across this post with a dude, my man Jake, shout to you, Jake. He was selling two of these boards. Now, the first board was working. It probably had, I don't remember, so I'm just spitballing here, like 400 miles on it, 300 miles on it, right? And he wanted 800 for that one. Then he had the board that I'm riding in this video that he said was broken, that there was a problem with the motor and the wheel and it won't turn. And, he's selling that one for $150, either for parts or for somebody to try to fix. So we hop on the video chat. He shows me the board. He shows me both boards, but he shows me this one in particular. He shows me that, it turned on and everything, and the motors work. All the the stuff that you need to work. The controller works, the board works. All right, cool, bet. So I was like, all right, man, give me a little bit. Let me think about it. I'll get back to you. And then he like sweetened the deal, right? He was like, yo, since you're interested, I'll sell you both of them for $800. And I was like, damn. Now the thing is, I have the bread, I have the money. The money wasn't an issue. It's just that I really wasn't trying. I wasn't even looking to spend that kind of money just yet. I kind of wanted to get a used one just to see if I like it. I don't know if I like it. I rode a skateboard back in like the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? That was the last time I ever stepped foot on a skateboard. So we're talking like 15, 16 years. The last time I ever been on a skateboard. Now I used to ride back in the days when I was younger, but when I got out of BMX and skateboarding was like the new thing. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't say the new thing, but for people in my neighborhood in Maryland, it was a new thing. You know what I'm saying? So my guys started riding skateboards, so I got one too. You know what I mean? But it just wasn't something that I have keeping up with. So when the opportunity came, I had to do it. So like I told him I'll sleep on it. I'll think about it. And I did. I did some more research on it. But, you know, I just kept coming back. I was like, damn, you know, yeah, getting 2 boards for that price is dope. But if I can get the broken one working, I just bought a $1,000 board for $150 and whatever it costs for me to get it working. So after some thinking, I felt confident. You know, I looked at it some more. I was like, I'm a tinkerer. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of have a good idea of if I'm getting in too deep to something or something that's just way outside my wheelhouse. But looking at it's just a motor. You know, what's the worst that can happen? Maybe the motor's bad. I have to get a new motor. I already checked the Propel site and a new motor is like $150, right? So even then I'm still like way under the $999 mark. You know what I'm saying? Buying a new board. So I called him. I was like, you know what, Jake, let's do it. I want the broken board. Send it. You know what I'm saying? So I had to pay shipping, had to get a box for it because he didn't have a box for it. The box was pretty expensive. The shipping basically came out to like $161. You know what I'm saying? And he was nice enough to eat like 25% of that, which normally people won't even do. But he agreed. He's like, yo, you know, I'll take some of the charge so you don't have to pay the whole thing, which was great. So got the board home and I put the one belt on. You know, it came with 2 belts and the remote, obviously just, you know, the basics, but nothing else. You know what I'm saying? But the belts were the 400-5M, which is the 80 teeth belts, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's the 80 teeth part, right? So I peeped that before he even sent the board. So once I knew he shipped the board, I went to Amazon and ordered the same exact belts because I figured, all right, well, you know, got to get some extra belts anyway. So I got the same exact belts. Unbeknownst to me, and the problem with the board altogether was these belts were the wrong size. So whoever had this board before Jake even got it had the wrong belts on there. And how do I know that is when I got the board, try to put the new belts on, which was it was so hard to get these belts, the belt on, right? So I finally get the belt on and the wheel would spin a little bit and then it would stop, almost like the actual motor was bent or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know, kind of worried a little bit, but staying cool. Started watching a bunch of YouTube videos, one just to figure out how the board works, you know, how to use the remote and whatnot. And also trying to just get any more information on what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, you know, whatever. So as I'm going on, I'm watching every YouTube video I can get on the Endeavor S. There's not that many, probably like 15, 20 videos out there. Watch them all. And it was probably the second to last video I watched where the dude just in passing, he didn't even make a big deal about it. He was like, oh yeah, with the belts, which are actually 405 5M. You know what I'm saying? Dash 5M, whatever. Whatever. And the 405 is basically an extra tooth. So instead of an 80 tooth 400, which what I have, it is an 81 tooth belt. So I was thinking to myself, just because I've noticed in, you know, a lot of videos, it is a pain in the ass to get these belts on. So I decided to go 1 tooth over, and instead of getting the 405, I got the 410 size belt. a little worried because I've already ordered before that. I ordered the 420 thinking that, all right, well, let me get the biggest, a bigger belt. So I ordered that from Amazon and I put that on and that was way too big, even after me adjusting the motor and pulling it far as back as I possibly can. Just way too big. So I was kind of worried about, do I go with the 405 or do I go with the 410? Screw it. Got the 410. 410 showed up. I went out the day before with just the one belt on, because I looked online and said, if I could actually even ride the thing with one belt on, which you could. So the one belt that was actually in the packaging fit and it worked well. So I don't know. And this came with the original shipping. I don't know. He did specify that one of the belts do work or one of the motors do work. So I threw that on, went outside for a quick ride. I took my son because he's never ridden a skateboard before in his life. So I got footage of that as well. And we went out and we had a nice little time riding. We rode it on flat land. We didn't take it up any hills or anything like that, just to feel the board out. But today, the belt shows up. I slapped that puppy on immediately and it went on very well. Pulled the motor back just to give me a little extra tension in the belt. Slapped it on, tested it out. It worked great. And we are outside riding this puppy for $150 plus shipping. But $150, I just got myself into a new platform and I'm already hooked. This thing is so much fun. And the reason why I kind of wanted to get something different is, I said they're cracking down on e-bikes here. They're even cracking down on electric unicycles because we go too fast. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my guys, I have a group of guys here in Albany who we all ride together and they've gotten pulled over a few times. And like I said, the e-bike thing was crazy. They got helicopters out chasing e-bikers down now. It's crazy over here. I'm good. But still, it's just one of those things that's in the back of my mind that I don't want to have any problems in the future. So I wanted something else that I could ride, get outside, still enjoy the breeze, some speed without, with being absolutely under the radar. And then all these new laws that's coming out, nothing, and I mean nothing says anything about skateboarders. So we're good. So to have, to have something that's way under the radar like this, incredible. But it's so much fun, guys. Like I'm definitely hooked for sure. This is my second day riding in this video. This is literally the next, like I said, I went out for a little bit the day before with my kid, just to test it out or whatever. But like I said, I have not ridden a skateboard in 15 to 17 years. So I still have to get my bearings down, especially coming from riding an electric unicycle and been riding an electric unicycle exclusively for 6 years. You kind of have to learn this whole process over again, but it was like leading the cat to water, leading the donkey to asphalt. It worked. I got on it and everything just kind of kicked back in. I just do have to get used to the braking and the acceleration. I'm leaning forward as I'm accelerating and leaning back while I'm braking, but it's still takes a little while to get used to, and not for nothing with the Propel brand. It's a little jerky with the acceleration, no matter how easy you push the controller up. It's still a little jerky, but that's something I gotta get used to, but I am not tripping at all. That's easy. And honestly, I could change the ESC out and, go for a higher ESC that I can actually adjust how much torque I'm giving it when I'm accelerating. So all that stuff could be changed. But like I said, for the price point, I'm in here. I cannot complain, man. This thing is so much fun to be on. And the customization that you can do with these boards, man. I took the board apart yesterday and I noticed that there's so much room in the board you can put a whole nother battery in there if you want to. So I'm actually looking that up right now, like how to add it. Not that I'm going to do it anytime soon because I'm going to probably get a new board. So that way I can give this to my son and then I'll, ride the new board exclusively. But I'm already looking at how to upgrade this thing, y'all. But that's it. I just wanted to jump in here and let you guys know what's going on. Like I said, for the new people who've never seen my channel before, My name's Flip. Again, thanks for watching the video. And stay tuned for more Eskate videos. Obviously, electric unicycle videos as well as e-moto videos. But there's going to be a lot of Eskate videos. I can probably guarantee that. But thanks for rocking out with me. I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there. Peace.